Former President Donald Trump surrendered to Georgia authorities on state charges against him related to the 2020 election. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. It is for his fourth indictment, but it was the first time he or any other former president had to pose for a mugshot. He's seen frowning in the booking photo taken tonight in Atlanta, shortly after he paid 10% of his $200,000 bond and was released. He's charged with a scheme to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia. This is separate from a federal election case against him. The former president spoke afterwards, and Blake Hansen is in with a reaction tonight. Blake.
Yeah, Steve and Heather, the whole process was fairly quick. It took just about 20 minutes. Many of the details coordinated among the Trump team and officials ahead of time, even the bond amount at $200,000. Donald Trump's plane landed in Georgia a little after 6. He was ferried by motorcade straight to the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, where he surrendered to be booked and photographed, resulting in the historic first mugshot of a former American president.
It's important to be out here to stand up for this witch hunt.
Throughout the day, supporters and opponents of the 45th president gathered outside the jail entrance, there to either claim the charges are politically motivated or support prosecutors.
I knew that there were going to be people out here offering support for him, and so I wanted to make sure that Fonnie and the folks who are trying to hold him account had support as well.
The case out of Fulton County is the fourth carrying criminal charges against the former president. Earlier this month, prosecutors charged him in a scheme to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Many of his 18 co-defendants have already turned themselves in ahead of a Friday deadline. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani surrendered Wednesday, and Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, turned himself earlier in the day Thursday. He had initially sought to avoid surrender while he seeks to move the case to a federal court. Meanwhile, as the surrenders draw attention, the case itself is moving forward. The Fulton County District Attorney has requested an October 23rd trial date. And Trump Thursday switched attorneys, tapping high-profile Atlanta defense attorney Steve Sato to step in. Although no cameras were allowed inside for the booking process Thursday, Trump made brief remarks to reporters before boarding his plane to leave Georgia.
This should never happen. If you challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election.
In addition to the $200,000 bond, Trump is barred from intimidating co-defendants, witnesses, or victims in the case. In the coming weeks, he'll likely have his first court appearance, which could require him to return to Georgia. Steve and Heather.
All right, Blake Hansen in studio. Thank you.